All right, everybody. Very good evening. I can see a lot of excitement in the chat section already. Perfect. So, guys, it's 7 p.m. now. Another webinar from a Coding Invaders. I hope everybody is excited and pumped up about this particular session. Well, even I am also very much excited because we are going to bring in a very interesting guest to speak over here. So we will be discussing a lot more about the future opportunities, current myths that we have in our mind, the opportunities that we have, how much opportunities we can get in the coming years, what is the current situation in the recession, a lot more thing which comes in our mind. So we will be discussing a lot of things. But before I start, guys, can you guys just tell me if you can see me and hear me well properly? Just give me a thumbs up in the chat section, or you can say yes, Amir. My name is Amir, by the way. So you can just comment down by saying that yes, Amir, I can hear you and see you well, or you can just give me a thumbs up if you're an introvert. All right. So guys, I'm just waiting for the response. Just tell me so that I can just start without wasting any more time. So I've started getting thumbs up. Yes, yes. So Ashish is saying, तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. All right, so we will definitely going to start, and I know that everybody has a lot of questions, so I'll give you the whole idea about it. But first, let's get to know about each other. All right. So, guys, I just wanted to know about you first of all, you beautiful people, that what exactly your name is, where you are from, and what age you are having, so that I can have that age and location demographics idea very properly, so that accordingly I will be deriving the whole conversation. All right, I will be deriving the whole webinar with your you know age ideas and your location ideas, so that will be helpful for me. So guys, just tell me in the chat section that what is your name, where you are from, and what exactly the age you have. So I can see the people. The first person, Pratyush, is 31-year-old. Somebody is from Hyderabad, 34, and somebody is from Madhya Pradesh, Mysore, 29, 34. All right, 27, 40, 32. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. So I can see a good bunch of people between 24 to 34. So we have a millennial audience over here and very, very few percentage of Gen Z audience. So that's even great. So I hope everybody is a working professional, maybe, or maybe somebody is looking for opportunities or upskilling yourself. All right. Perfect. Perfect. I got a pretty much clarity, guys. Thank you so much for bombarding the chat section and giving me a pretty clear idea. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Amir Akhtar, and I'm a career consultant, and I have helped more than 200 plus people to get a job in in IT field. I have total 5 years of experience in edtech industry, and I can much relate with you. Why? Because as I have already transformed many people's journey from non-IT to IT, so I understand the hesitation they have. I understand the myths and pre-assumptions they have, that whether we should do it or not, is it the right time or not. I am 34. I have some serious commitments. Maybe I cannot do it. It is very risky. How to play safe, how I can upskill myself, how I can get a salary hike as well, how I can consider looking at my experience, past experience. Can I get a hike more, or is it my cup of tea? A lot of questions comes in our mind. I totally understand that, and this also comes in your mind, right? So, guys, I will much able to relate with you because I have discussed with a lot of people. So feel free to put up your questions, okay? Whatever we are going to discuss, and I'll be, taking out your question, asking to the guest speaker and everything, and I will be also giving you the solution. Don't worry in that. All right. So be frank. Feel free. If anybody of you want to connect with me or a LinkedIn, this and some chat section, I'm just pasting my LinkedIn ID. If you want to connect, talk separately, you can definitely connect with me. Not a big problem. All right. So we can have an open talk about how we can transform our life from a non-IT to an IT field and a lot other things. All right. Perfect enough. So what exactly we are going to do in this particular webinar? So this webinar is actually made in the support of one of our performing program, the most uh, you know valuable program of a Coding Invaders, that is Data Analyst course from Coding Invaders. So the best part about this particular program is it doesn't require coding background. Even if you don't know the C of a coding, you will be able to learn this. All right. And the best part of it, that out of all the people who are from a non-IT and they were not knowing the coding and anything about it, 93% of the placement rate we got. And we will tell you more at the end of this webinar. How 93%? Is it a joke or is it a serious thing? Everything we're going to discuss. All right. So this webinar is in the support of our most popular program, that is Data Analyst course from a Coding Invaders. All right. So if you, I'll give you a practical idea. So this course costs somewhere around 11,490 rupees per month. But if you're a person wanted to have a free counseling call, discuss and understand that how you guys are providing job guarantee, is it real or what exactly it is? So I am attaching the link in the chat section. Go and book your free counseling call and claim that you have attended the webinar for today with Amir, and then you can get an exclusive discount, that is 37% discount to all the people who are attending this webinar till the end. So stay till the end because we are going to discuss a lot more. So if you want to have a free counseling call and if you want to eat the counselor's head and ask too many questions and discuss about your qualifications, potential, capabilities, salaries, and a lot more other things, you can book a free counseling call and get the solutions. All right. So we are reducing this price for just for the people who are watching this particular webinar. All right. Moving ahead. So let me tell you about the Coding Invaders. What exactly the Coding Invaders is. So Coding Invaders is an edtech platform, and we are a leading platform in India. Plus, we are a Hatch One platform in data and computer science online university in Eastern Europe as well. And the best part about us is that we have our students all across the countries, that is 40 plus learner base, 22,000 plus students. And we have trained already a lot of companies employees, like more than 100 plus companies train their employees with us. And the best part is we have more than 90% of placement records. Now, the most important question comes in the mind, that how is this possible? Because we have a strong network of hiring partners, as well as we know exactly what is required in this particular industry, and that's how the placement rate is increased. Maybe I have explained in just two lines, but I'll explain more at the end of this particular webinar. On an average, if I'll talk about the salary hike, then it comes from 30% to 400%, and that is also I will be explaining you and discussing you how is this possible. These digits look not so real, but yeah, it is real. So I'll tell you everything at the end of this webinar. So I would request you all to stay till the end of the webinar because I have some surprises for you all, by the way. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I'm very serious. So I have surprises for you all. But before that, I just wanted to understand your intention. So could you guys just tell me that why did you come to this particular webinar? Maybe you will find a poll on the screen. All right. You can check one, two, three. Which one are you? That are you just here to listen this particular webinar with no goals, or you want to study and looking for some courses, or you are just already studying the data analyst courses or something like that, and you wanted to expand your horizon as well. So you can just, I can see in the poll section, more than 72% of the people are more interested into studying and looking for the courses. And then 23 to 24% of people are more interested already studying and looking for more expertism in that. And some small 6 to 7% people are just here with no purpose. But I'm really very happy for all the people who are just here with no purpose. For sure, you will get some purpose out of this particular webinar. All right, perfect enough. Let's move ahead and discuss more about this particular webinar. And so, what surprises I have, we're going to discuss that as well. And what you will learn in this particular webinar, that I will be also discussing. All right. So, coming to the point. So, what you will learn in this particular webinar. Okay. So, guys, somebody is texting and commenting that they have a bad connection coming and going again and again. So, could you guys just tell me that are you facing any network issue from my side or something like that? If yes, then I will fix it right away and then continue. So guys, if everything is okay, if you can watch me continuously, is there any no problem in that? Then I'll just continue. All right. So you guys can comment. All right. So, what you will learn in this particular webinar. So, in this particular webinar, you will be learning that who is data analyst, and you will learn how to become a data analyst, and also you will learn how to build a successful uh, career as a data analyst. So, you will be discussing, you will be getting to know, everything over here. Okay, like how, like what exactly the data analyst people are, and how you can become and how you can build a successful career. So, all three major steps you will be discussing we will be discussing over here, so have a pretty much clarity on it. All right, now coming to the most important part, what surprises I have for you. Okay, Yeah. So what surprises I have for you? So you would be able to ask question to our speaker. So you keep your questions ready, whatever the questions you have about your career, about your struggle, about your hesitation, about your pre-assumptions, maths, lot other things that is stopping you to become a data analyst. So keep your questions ready. Turn off your mobile phones and be serious. Watch this particular webinar, and at the end of this particular webinar, to all the people who have participated will also get a certificate of participation, which you can use it to claim a maximum scholarship discount over here. And the third best option is right now, in just 1 minute, I'm going to start a contest where to all the people who is watching me right now, after 40 minutes, I will choose any one person, and he will be winning this premium data analyst course, which promises job guarantee. All right, and you will win it for free, any one of you. All right, so the contest starts right now. The link is into the chat section. Hurry up, guys, click on the link, go drop your email number, because just after 40 minutes I'm going to shortlist one person by sharing my screen, and I'll pick one winner. So I am telling everybody, to all the people who is watching me, stay till the end, because I have seen the last people winning the game. So stay till the end, fill this particular form, and come back and tell me, yes, Amir, it's done. Then I will just introduce my guest speaker as well. All right. So all of you guys, just tell me, is it done? Because I have attached the link. All right. Just fill up the form, participate in the contest. Contest is not so long. Just after 40 minutes, to all the people who is watching me right now, I will share my screen, and then I'll choose one person who will be a winner of this particular premium course, which promises job guarantee. All right. It's not free course, it's a premium course that you will win it for free. All right. So I'm just giving 5 to 6 seconds. I'll just wait if people have already started. So to all the people who have not registered yet, go, please register. And then if I'll start getting a thumbs up, so I can see done, done, done. So it means everybody has done already. So fine. So let's start the contest, and share it with your friends as well. All right. So let's get started and let's interact with our guest speaker. All right. So we have with us Mr. Pavan Madduru, who is the founder of a Silence to Speak, an ex AI solution architect at Vodafone, and he's a man with 13 plus year experience in AI, IoT, VR, AR, BI, and a lot more. So I will just shut my mouth right now, and I would request our guest speaker to speak about himself so that we can interact with him. Over to you, Mr. Pawan.
Hi everybody. Thank you for the opportunity, and good luck for all the future data analysts. So
Perfect.
I'm Pavan here. I work from the UK, and I'm a founder of Silence Speaks. I have a vast experience of data, which is 13 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And to start with, one of the questions which I need to answer before I start off is sharing my experience of my first assignment,
Mm-hmm.
which is with a very large telecom provider where I was shared a problem saying
Mm-hmm.
that we have been losing customers more than 1,000 customers every day, and how do we stop that, or how do we
Mm-hmm.
reduce that?
Mm-hmm.
So that was the problem shared. And then I didn't have any clue at that point of time. I was just trying to Google, understand what is this problem they're talking about. So that
Mm-hmm.
was a start point. So at that point of time, we didn't have major analytics courses or data analyst courses, because it was all the manual activity of
Mm-hmm.
Excel and trying to explore the tools. But
Mm-hmm.
then we had to know something called SQL, which is
Mm-hmm.
the table structure data where all this customers' data is stored, etc. So that's when I started understanding from the first hop of it, which is
Mm-hmm.
availability and the data in the tables, how it is, what it is, how does it look. So there are three parameters I had considered when you take the segments of our activity as a data analytics or a data analyst. Where one will
Mm-hmm.
be the extraction of the data, one will
Mm-hmm.
be the doing the analytics or the analysis, either it's manual or automated,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
once we have the output, we need to have some presentation for it to be presented to the users. So
Mhm.
first thing was what data we have, what attributes we have, what are the joins between the tables, etc. This is the start point for us to
Mhm.
understand what is available with us to give the problem. So what is the output we need to have? The output
Mhm.
was that we need to show the business user, a marketing
Mhm.
user, saying that today I have this particular data,
Mhm.
and with this data you know that these are the types of segments you have as your customers, and these are the type of customers who have high usage and high revenue, who are going to
Mhm.
stay with you, and low usage revenue who might quit. So
Mhm.
those are the parameters we have to explain. So today, as part of the courses for the data analyst or analytics, for all
Mhm.
of this you have tools available,
Mhm.
either it's open source or commercial. And basics for those tools are like Python. Python is a language. The way we speak English, it's more like a language for the programming, where we use Python to extract the data and write some code in order to integrate the algorithms. So it's a very simple, straightforward language tool which is to be used. And the another language tool which we used was SQL, which is to extract the data. It's like read the data or write the data or keep the data somewhere, etc. Look, all of this parameters. So this was my assignment. So if you ask me like what was easy, what was tough at that point
Mhm.
of time in 2011, we
Mhm.
didn't have the tool stack like Power BI or Tableau, where we directly show the reports, or we don't have the advanced storage capacities wherein when we shoot the query, it takes long time to get the data for analysis,
Mhm.
which
Mhm.
is actually solved by the technology, and which is what is used by data analysts today. It's not
Perfect.
just for the technical part of it. If you take up the business part now, so
Mhm.
from last 12 years or 13 years, the transformation that happened is like the technology to business. Today every
Mhm.
business user, either you have done
Mhm.
marketing, finance, or
Mhm.
you are working as a what do you call pharmacist,
Mhm.
everybody uses data for their activity.
Mhm.
So the smaller the data, you use Excel, you try to put the tables or try to understand, put the graph. Okay, this is how my business is growing. For example, a pharmacy shop will be evaluating.
Mhm.
I would require these many medicines because this is what is sold in last 3 months, 6 months. These are
Mhm.
the expiries, etc. So
Mhm.
similarly, every field, every business, every entity needs that particular uh, data analyst role as a he needs to perform.
Mhm.
Now, to scale it to larger
Mhm.
enterprises, the
Mhm.
same 10 rows of data or 100 rows of data for a medication in a pharmacy, single pharmacy,
Mhm.
if you scale it to around manufacturing of that pharmacy medicine, it will have around 50 million rows, 100 million rows. How do we do that? That's where data analyst role will come. His
Come
job
in.
is used from 10 medicines, but his
Mhm.
data is with a very large data set where he
Mhm.
needs to work on that.
Perfect.
So the evolution for anybody today to a data analyst is simpler because of the reason that you have some experience in something which you want to leverage and become a data analyst. And it has vast exposure towards the market, as a every Fortune 500 company has hundreds of data analysts. Every marketing, finance, or any operations divisions will have hundreds of data scientists. So
Mhm.
if you take it as a scale globally today, we would require very large number of data analysts and data analytics teams. So that's
Perfect.
the view of it from my first experience I could share.
I got a pretty much clarity. So one thing is very clear that every business needs data analyst, and it is not something which is now recognized. It is something which was happening from the way long, and we can, if we will just learn all this skill set, we can fit it into any industry, and there's a huge demand in it because everything starts with a small, and everybody wants to expand.
Yeah.
So growth is there for sure. So one questions come in my mind for sure, that you were 13-year experienced person, you have started from scratch, you have hired people, you have established a whole company now. So what as a person, what you like best in data engineering? If I'll just talk about, like, if like what best you like about data engineers, what cool is that in this particular designation?
Yeah, data engineer, the best part is that you understand the data, you understand the business. So you take up the problem as a data engineer from the business. It could be a one
Mm-hmm.
liner or one simple explanation saying, okay, these are the types of customers for me. I would
Mm-hmm.
like to understand like who will buy the next product. So
Mm-hmm.
if you see the recommendation engine on the Facebook or even the Netflix, they would have used around hundreds of data engineers just to analyze what is the next best recommendation movie or a next
Mm-hmm.
best recommendation, who the recommending the which friends are the next best friends for him to be he should be catching up, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea behind data engineer is to understand the data from a perspective of how he can use that for this problem.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to take up the data either using a SQL or any other tools which are available
Mm-hmm.
in the market for that particular point of time with the
Mm-hmm.
particular database, if it's MongoDB or a standard SQL server or anything like that. So these are the infrastructure which is available today on premise or on cloud. So data engineer has to understand that particular data set and
Mm-hmm.
then do his analysis on that. When he does analysis, it's more of a permutations combinations along
Mm-hmm.
with your domain. For example,
Mm-hmm.
you might not want to use some customers' data who are buying very few soaps from a shop. You might
Mm-hmm.
want to have customers, large retail customers. Let's say it's a DMart,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody wants to understand from a DMart business division saying that I would like to know
Mm-hmm.
which are the top 20 shops which are selling the best Lux soaps.
Mm-hmm.
This you can't get it directly from the data because
Mm-hmm.
this if it's only like 50 shops, you can put a filter in your Excel and say, okay, these are the top 10. If you have 10,000 shops in which each day it is varying, each month it's varying, you have to aggregate that data and put a column. You have each day's data loading into your database and you have to aggregate that. So data engineer will do all this exercise and come back. So once you give the output, the best part is the feedback from the business or utilization of the business will directly impact a data engineer's work. So the best part of the data engineer is getting as fast as possible the data from the business context and to be used by the business.
Understood. Understood. Got a pretty much clarity. So, okay. So it is something which I can clearly understand, that in this particular profession, we are playing with a chunk of data and we're trying to make some sense out of it by rearranging it, by making it more disciplined, and then understanding the pattern and giving some information, which will be for sure very important for crucial business decision making things, right? All right. Okay. Just to just forgive me if I will sound so silly, because I just try my best to get in the most silliest way so that everybody can understand.
Yeah.
All right. So just wanted to understand in a more basic way that as you talked about the SQL and everything, if I'll just you know break this whole definition in three pointers, that what basically a data analyst do. So what correct me if I'm wrong, the main agenda of a data analyst is to organize the data and then make some pattern or meaning out of it and represent with the help of some tools to showcase them in a pie chart or graph, something like that. Could you just add something over here just in a very simple way?
Yeah. Yeah, the data analyst, the primary role, as you said, is the three
Mm-hmm.
activities which he has.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say a enterprise or a business goes bigger.
Mm-hmm.
To understand the business context, let's say
Mm-hmm.
somebody asks me a problem, says a
Mm-hmm.
problem. It's not that I just take that question and go away. I
Mm-hmm.
should be able to ask questions to understand it's in to a next level. Like,
Mm-hmm.
for example, if I take up a simple one again from the DMart example, which
Mm-hmm.
is contextually understood by everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say he's selling 500 cricket bats in particular shop, and another shop is selling 300 cricket bats.
Mm-hmm.
So, as a cricket bat manufacturer, if I'm having a data analyst with me, I would
Mm-hmm.
say his main goal is to identify the types of bats we need to
Mm-hmm.
manufacture for next
Mm-hmm.
3 months or 6 months, depending
Mm-hmm.
on the demand we have for the cricket bats here.
Exactly.
So the main goal for the data analyst is to understand the problem and
Mm-hmm.
analyze the data. When he does the analysis of the data,
Mm-hmm.
it's more like understanding what is available with me first, like
Okay.
every shop, what are they selling, when are they
Mm-hmm.
selling, how are they selling, what are the
Mm-hmm.
channels they are using, and if it's online, if it's somebody is buying in shop itself, somebody is doing the
Mm-hmm.
delivery, or somebody is picking up, etc. So
Mm-hmm.
we would be covering up all this analysis as a data analyst, and you
Mm-hmm.
would finally try to get into a concise report for the business.
Understood. Understood. So I've got a pretty much clarity that the role of data analyst, it sounds so, it generally sounds so basic, but it is adding so much value into everybody's business and profession. So
Exactly.
one thing is very clear, Mr. Pawan, that if I will learn certain tools in data analyst, like, if I'm trying to go into this analyst position, if I learn some tools of presenting data, sorting data, rearranging, and this sort of thing, then I guess the, many professions like even CA, chartered accountant, also need a data analyst.
Yes.
I can make my career in that profession as well. And I guess if I will go to logistics, maybe to have a data to see that are my goods are delivering on the right time, what are the reviews and everything, so I can make my career into logistics as well. If I
Yep.
want to make my career in e-commerce, for sure everything is big data itself, so we can make career over there itself. Even if I am a HR and I wanted to manage the details and the data of employees or anything like that, I can make my career there itself. So
Right.
it means that is the one of the most versatile role, and it is an in demand, profession. And and for sure its demand will be going to higher and higher, because
Yeah.
the more better we will become, the more better value organization will get from us as a data analyst, right?
Exactly.
Now, so just one thing wanted to know, just because you have founded an organization, all right. I just like it's been how long that you have been founded this organization? It's 1 year, 2 years, like how long
Yeah,
is
it's
there?
been 2 years this organization is there actually.
Mm-hmm.
And the data analyst interests me in my organization. I have three resources who work as data analysts.
Mm-hmm.
uh, we have more and more data coming up. For example, like
Mm-hmm.
there are IoT sensors added up now.
Okay.
Earlier, we were discussing about the standard data which is captured from the shop on a data, which is a standard process which was earlier. Now,
Mm-hmm.
everywhere we have remote sensing, remote
Mm-hmm.
GPS for the remote location identification,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
temperature sensors, and location based devices. For every
Mm-hmm.
mobile, we have a chips inside. Like if
Mm-hmm.
it's lost, how can it be found? So
Mm-hmm.
there is a data which is generated every second by
Mm-hmm.
every sensor which is
Mm-hmm.
captured in the cloud or the database. What is
Mm-hmm.
happening is there is so much data currently. If you take up 10-year data with these 10 sensors, we
Mm-hmm.
would have around petabytes of data.
Mm-hmm.
For a simple laptop, when I have 10 different files, I have to search each one of them.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to go there and do the search on the petabytes of data, what do I
Mm-hmm.
search? How do I search? What do I do on that?
Exactly.
That's where,
Exactly.
as a business, we say we need specific team of data analysts to
Mm-hmm.
do this analysis, to
Understood.
know which
Understood.
data is what, at least for that particular domain, those particular tables, or at least very small segment of it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one reason we have different data analysts for different divisions.
Understood. Understood. Got an idea. So, one thing is popping in my head that it's been 2 years you have founded this organization. Uh, like, are you going to hire some more data analysts in your company to grow?
Yeah,
And
yeah, that's one of the reasons I was very curious of the webinars where we
okay.
have new data analysts coming up. The
Mm-hmm.
idea is like I do encourage a lot of fresh graduates or the somebody who is learning new and trying to explore, because
Mm-hmm.
there are more ideas on the analysis side from the when you come with open mind.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say somebody is coming with a domain expertise, he'll take up all his expertise earlier
Mm-hmm.
so he can turn up to new roles. So somebody
Exactly.
who is coming up with a fresh mindset also, it's good. So there is a possibility next year we're planning to expand at least 100% of our data analysts and also the other team members. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I just wanted to showcase you one thing, one of the data that we have collected. What we have actually observed is that in the coming time, we have been observing that we're gonna hit at least the vacancy of a data analyst that is 2.7 million itself in only in India. And we can see the world is completely data driven now and investing more into this particular, you know, data driven industry. So it is for sure not a bubble or something, but it is a future,
Yeah.
and everybody is like needs to upskill themselves to make the career in this. So one question comes in our mind that uh, do you feel that you are looking for a lot of good blood in the data analyst profession, but you are not getting skilled people? Do you face this challenge?
Yeah, there is a lot of scarcity for us actually, if you see in the
Mm-hmm.
market, because
Mm-hmm.
considering the COVID time, it's become
Mm-hmm.
even worse because we
Mm-hmm.
are trying to do everything remote.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to an enterprise which is
Mm-hmm.
manufacturing unit, where they were
Yeah.
trying to say, remotely I want to manage my machinery's problems, at least monitor them, track them, etc.
Okay.
So, and we had a solution which is implemented with the sensors,
Mm-hmm.
and the sensors, the amount of data that generates, these engineers who are actually
Mm-hmm.
monitoring manually with their gut feel or with their general experience, that's not sufficient. Now they require some data analysts to work on that. So if you take up this, scale it up globally, how many
Mm-hmm.
manufacturing units are there, how many machines are there, how much data is generated for each of the factory or manufacturing unit? It's massive.
Mm-hmm.
And we do require a lot of data analysts for working on that data. Okay, this these are the sensor data, this is the type of data, these are the points which have to be updated with the algorithms, or these are the points we need to identify the automation so that we don't work manually. So the major point comes for this number is primarily for manual to automation. If you
Okay.
see the car manufacturing, like Tesla is a computer system actually, it's not a car, if you see.
All
And
right.
it's driven completely by system. It's everything is on cloud actually. There are many sensors in that, 1,000 plus sensors in that, which capture the data. Similarly, we have other industries which are capturing more of the data. So earlier days, yeah, problem could be that there is a motor issue. People used to assume as a mechanic also, but today
Mm-hmm.
mechanics also don't assume actually. They take the data. So
Mm-hmm.
they say that okay, motor has fallen this many number of times in last 3 years for these reasons, and then sustained for these many number of miles or kilometers. So let's look into that motor part in next 3 months
Understood.
or 6 months. So this sort of data driven analysis is starting up now. So it's long way to go. It's just the beginning of the end of the story, I can say.
Perfect. Perfect. So one thing is very clear, which your explanation is like if I will be acquiring certain skill set, I will be able to make my very secure future for sure, because within a span of 1 or 2 minutes, I got a eagle eye view, and you have shown me the future, so which is exciting me for sure. So what exactly we are doing as in a coding invaders is like, we are helping all the freshers and all the experienced people who are looking for a smooth transition. We help them to learn only those skill set which is required, not bombarding with them. So that's why we are very much sure about the guarantee thing. And why we are very much sure about the guarantee thing is because a good network with the MNCs, and we know the need is there. People are not aware, so we are teaching them and connecting them with the HRs, and that's why people are getting it placed. Because genuinely, it is something which I'm not creating hype, but it is genuinely need are there, but
Yeah.
people are not skilled, and that's how we are winning this game. All right. So you can learn with us to all the people. We have analyzed multiple job. We schedule interviews for you. We will make you train with a lot of a skill set which is required. And the only skill set we focus which helps you to get your first job. We will not bombard with your tools, lot of tools. You will learn it while working for sure, but certain tools are required that you will learn, and we will help you to schedule interviews, and that's how you will crack it. So more on this we will discuss at the end of this particular webinar. All right. So, all of you who just wanted to book this particular counseling session, wanted to understand more about these courses, we have exclusive scholarships, discounts going on. You can register. The link is into the chat section. Go book your counseling call and come back. All right. So, now the most important question comes in our mind, that how I can become a data analyst and what tools I need to cover, if you could throw some light on it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is very interesting. I think I covered SQL and
Yeah.
this, but then yeah, Python is a language actually which you use for
Mm-hmm.
writing scripts,
Mm-hmm.
and SQL is what you extract data, or you dump the data, or you read the data and use it for something, or you
Mm-hmm.
take up tables and join them and do some reporting, etc. for the
Mm-hmm.
business. Power BI is a tool for the business, which is a directly accessible for the business users, where they can just identify, okay, these are the outlets I need to focus on for this particular problem to be solved, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take up the statistics, this is one of the critical component for us, where we don't have engineers and statisticians with the combined mindset. So
Mm-hmm.
earlier days we had statistics and SQL developer as different, but then if you learn SQL and statistics, it's definitely a beneficial act, because there are a minor formula, very small formula like regression. When
Mm-hmm.
you do anything and then replicate, if you are trying to recollect the mean median mode, like what is the mean of these many numbers, you would have learned in school math, or the college or something like that, where you understand mean mode median. So
Mm-hmm.
we try to do take up this formula, extrapolate it with a regression, or
Mm-hmm.
the any other algorithms of which are available in statistics. And
Mm-hmm.
statistics is more towards implementation for the business problem rather than learning the dry statistics actually. So that's where you have
Mm-hmm.
the advantage. You just need to understand the algorithms, not much of it. So the combination of this statistics SQL will definitely be beneficial for preparation of the data the
Mm-hmm.
way you want it. Python is used as a channel for the
Mm-hmm.
communication channel, as a programming language, something like that. And Power BI
Mm-hmm.
is for reporting, how you want to present it to the business users. So the
Okay.
combination of these hard skills will definitely make one data analyst a complete person, where
Mm-hmm.
he'll understand the problem, he'll try to represent it in the Power BI, but he'll use Python, SQL, and statistics understanding for that. So
Understood.
these hard skills are definitely the best to go for the data analyst course.
Perfect. So, looking at all these tools and how exactly we're defining about this profession, one question comes in my mind, that do we need to become very expert in mathematics to come in this particular profession, or I need a average level of mathematics, I can make
You
this
don't
work?
need mathematics to that level. You just have to use the formula here. You have around
Okay.
10 different algorithms. You have tools available now for this
Mm-hmm.
using the statistics. You just have to use them, and
Mm-hmm.
it takes up the permutations combinations. So the
Mm-hmm.
if you see the actual mathematicians or the statistics experts, they
Mm-hmm.
don't fall under this category. There are very few which are required. For example,
Mm-hmm.
if I take up a data scientist, there'll be one for one particular big case or business problem, but
Mm-hmm.
we need 10 data analysts because there are different sets which they have to work on. So data the scientist or the chief architect or somebody who will be working on that holistic picture, they will be focusing on the expertise in math or computers or even the statistics, but not a data analyst for sure.
I got it. I got it. Thank you so much for this detailed answer. Now, the most important question comes in our minds, the tools that you told, for sure that we want to try that. Now, as a when you were studying, or if you see any young person or any fresh mind and they want to come, they come to you and ask you that how I can acquire this skill set. So what suggestion would you give them, that how they can acquire this skill set and how they can polish them?
Yeah, actually, I can take up my example itself. When I take up, I normally go for certifications or the courses in general. I'm very passionate in that because it gives you the focused direction of what you need to do, and then you learn exactly what's required. So I take up most at that point of time when I took up these courses, we didn't have such coding invaders entities earlier, so we have now them to help
Mm-hmm.
us. Maybe earlier it was more like I was trying to understand through the uh, web-based skills like Coursera or Udemy or any of these courses which were available online, and take up that course, and self-exploration was required, and then practically implement at least in one project, which is by which you understand what have you learned, so that
Mm-hmm.
you're ready for the market.
Perfect. Perfect. I got the pretty much idea about it. All right. Now the just to understand, like, you suppose you have seen that a lot of people who know about this particular profession, but they don't know that this is my cup of tea or not. But you also know that everybody can become one if they will learn certain skill set. Now the biggest question comes in my mind: how I would understand that I am going to be good at data analyst? What skills can I connect with in my as a person, and I can think that yes, this is my cup of tea. I can make my career in it.
Perfect. So there are two ways to look at it. I take up two
Mm-hmm.
different examples. One is somebody
Mm-hmm.
who is working currently in anything.
Mm-hmm.
It could be, as you said, a logistics person, or it could be an
Mm-hmm.
accountant, or it
Mm-hmm.
could be a economics teacher, or it
Mm-hmm.
could be a doctor who or a physiotherapist. So in
Mm-hmm.
their particular field, whatever they're working on, they do
Mm-hmm.
have data.
Mm-hmm.
So if they find themselves interesting in with the data rather than looking at, okay, since I have solved 10 patients' problems through this physiotherapy,
Mm-hmm.
the 11th patient I should be able to say through my gut feel that this is the problem. Instead of that, if he is interested in looking at data perspective, saying there
Mm-hmm.
is so much of physiotherapists around the world who have done so much of work on these patients, so
Mm-hmm.
let me take up a larger data set and define the actual problem to the more to the accuracy rather than
Mm-hmm.
just taking my experience. So it's a global experience, I fit in my role. So
Mm-hmm.
somebody who can think in data parameters for
Mm-hmm.
any of their professions, that's one way to look at it, which actually
Mm-hmm.
aggravates their role. They can
Mm-hmm.
also be a combination of domain specialist plus the data analyst. The
Mm-hmm.
second is, if you are a data person as such, when you're studying, let's say you like data, you like numbers, you like to do
Mm-hmm.
some Excel, or you like to understand everything on the numbers. Like, okay, let's say I go to a grocery shop, I see some 10 products of soaps. I want to
Mm-hmm.
see, like, these are the all 10 products are the same quality ones. So I should
Mm-hmm.
be able to select the what is the minimum price. So the way I look
Mm-hmm.
at it is, like, I just skim through. I find this is the
Mm-hmm.
lowest price by
Okay.
considering the size of it, like the grams or the kgs or something like that also. So
Mm-hmm.
there's somebody with that acumen or interest is definitely going to be good in data analytics,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
he's a number person.
Understood. Understood. Got it. So somebody who just wanted to make some pattern and sense out of some
Yes.
random digits or any data,
Yes.
and it can be the right person who have good analytical skills. It can
Yeah.
be from anything in any profession. Got
Common
it.
sense mostly.
Got
Yeah.
it. Got it. Got it. Got it. So, guys, as you have understood what things are required and how you can polish, although if you want, you can learn with us as well. To be very honest, I can ask one directly question on your behalf, on audience behalf, that there's no age restriction for sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, sir. There's no age restriction in this
Yeah.
particular profession. There's no gender specialities that there's no special gender that we are looking for. There's no background we are looking for. We are only looking for the skilled people. That's all. So if you want to learn all these things from very scratch, we have made it possible from Coding Invaders, because we have more than 59% of the people are from a non-tech background, and they are doing so good. So you can do it with us. The best part is, if you want to learn in a more practical way, if you want to make your life in a more settled way, the way our guest speakers in UK and having a good life, so you can definitely uh, learn with a more practical way, and that's how you can prove your potential. If you will be learning in the more practical way, project by using the projects, by using the real business case studies, so that you can get the maximum package with the companies who are coming and explore the world. All right, so all these things are available. If you are the person who need every single assistance and guidance, then we have a personal one-on-one mentors as well. Just to remind you all, whoever have joined in the middle of this particular webinar, I just want to tell you that I have started one contest 20 minutes back to all the people. who are here in this particular webinar and watching me till the end, I am attaching a link into the chat section. If you will register, and just after 20-30 minutes, I will be announcing a winner who will be winning this particular premium data analyst course, that too for free, with our guest speaker, Mr. Pavan Madduru. All right. So now the most important, the picture we want to get it from you, that if I will join as a data analyst, what exactly my future would look like, and then we would try to understand that how much money we can make as in this particular profession. So let's just start with this particular designation, that if I will join, what are the options I can explore, and then we will understand the salaries and everything.
Yeah, so to start with, there is no education barrier for data analyst.
Mm-hmm.
If I was actually working with some students of the school also,
Mm-hmm.
I find that somebody is interested in data, he works on it directly. He don't
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to have a background like somebody has done his engineering, somebody has done his medical, or somebody has done his bachelor's in commerce, or somebody has not done his 10 plus 2, that somebody has
Mm-hmm.
not done his 10th also. So
Mm-hmm.
because after working with 15-year-old people or students here, we take some interns from the schools also. So we understood that there is no barrier of education. It's
Mm-hmm.
not that you have to learn the biology of your 7th class properly to do this, or
Mm-hmm.
the statistics of your 9th class to do this. It's open for all. Just the
Mm-hmm.
basic numbers data knowledge with the common sense and the analytical skills is good enough for us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So once this person with this
Mm-hmm.
basic skills start with data analyst,
Mm-hmm.
then he would go with the senior data analyst, and then he can go with the analytics manager position or something like that, which is more generic. Let's say somebody is coming from the perspective of a specific business of pharma industry, or commerce accounting
Mm-hmm.
background, or somebody is coming from the finance, somebody is coming from the marketing of MBA or something like that. He
Mm-hmm.
takes the data analyst perspective.
Mm-hmm.
He go for the business analyst, senior business analyst, or IT, depending on the roles he has
Mm-hmm.
in the future. Let's say, as a finance background person, somebody is into pure finance, he goes for the
Mm-hmm.
financial analyst and then finance manager or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. So,
Mm-hmm.
and the data scientist comes from more from the perspective of somebody who is a statistician by profession, and then he has an interest in computers to use as a skill. He could be moving towards the data scientist, and then senior data scientist, or business analytics, etc.
I
So
got it.
you have options open to take up after you enter as data analyst and spending some time, and then learn some good projects and real time experience with 3 or 4 projects. You have options opened up
Mm-hmm.
for you across actually.
Okay, got it, got it, got it. So now just wanted to explore that earning opportunity in this particular profession. So by the way, like you are in UK, so of course you must be paying in which currency you generally prefer, like pounds or euros?
We pay in pounds here normally,
Pounds, right? Right.
but I do work
So
with universities in India also, so
okay,
I have an
okay,
idea
okay.
of the scales.
So the digits that I have written in the worst case scenario. I'm sure
Yeah,
you must be thinking that I have written very low, but this is a worst case thing. You can give your practical digits.
yeah.
Like,
Practical example is like 21,000 pounds per annum
mm-hmm,
is minimum package we give for data analyst here,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
and it goes up to 37,000 pounds.
mm-hmm,
So which is like yeah, in
mm-hmm,
the maybe 5 plus years of senior data scientist is getting 20 plus in India, but the benefit
mm-hmm,
of UK, considering the expenses here and considering the environment here for the
mm-hmm,
salary structure, minimum is
mm-hmm,
21K actually, which is way above the minimum package of the UK person.
mm-hmm,
The minimum
mm-hmm,
package of the UK person is 12,500 if he does a full time job, and this is way ahead of that, which is pretty good for a individual who's starting off his career in something.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Got it, got it, got it.
And it can go
So
up to 60-70K actually, which is a pretty decent rate of part.
okay, okay. So did you observe any person who is very, very young and not completed degree but is still earning, 50, 60, or 80K or 1 lakh in a month? Do you have such example in your journey?
Yeah, while I was with Vodafone, like I knew somebody who joined as a call center executive, but
Mm-hmm.
due to his, he joined for 12,500, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
and he wanted to move to data analytics team actually.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to get to that, like we have given him some assignments, and then he took some time. But then yeah,
Okay.
to the fast forwarding all that, like he joined as a at a level of 22K, I can say, from
Mm-hmm.
12,500 in a period of just the transition was just 6 months for him. And
Okay.
then after that, he is currently leading a team of around 5 people, and he's
Mm-hmm.
paid around 41K. So 40
Okay.
plus, you can say. So he could be reaching 60 for sure very soon. So
Mm-hmm.
because of his acumen and his leadership skills he has already. So he's building a team now. So
Mm-hmm.
I can say,
Got
yeah,
it.
you're right. Actually, it's faster, easier to scale. If he had been in call center, even now he would have been in 12,500. But now he has reached 40, aspiring for 60 in just 3 years
Okay.
period of time.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
And he
That's
just studied his schooling. That's it, nothing more.
so, guys. The biggest lesson that if suppose a student guy is able to make it just by going to the right place, why not you? All right. So it's a biggest lesson for all of you. I'm sure everybody over here is working professional. So you guys are more mature than a person who are actually making while being in a graduation itself. So on an average, we have got a package idea. Now we will be discussing about it how we can get a DA job. But before that, so there's a person in the chat section saying that if you will say chocolate momos, then I will understand that this is live. So guys, chocolate momos, it is live. Okay, I'm not kidding. So now coming to the another question, how to find that particular this sort of a job? Could you please tell us and guide us that what platform we should use and we can uh, get in touch with the person like you to have some better pay scale jobs?
One of the best source for me is LinkedIn normally.
Mm-hmm.
I do keep my posts on LinkedIn. When I'm looking for somebody, I post a job on LinkedIn. And when I'm
Mm-hmm.
hiring, when I'm speaking to somebody to expand my network in the particular field, I use
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I trust it because you know the people you trust, and you know the professional career and the style of person or the management the company is into easily. So that's one good thing with LinkedIn. And then Upwork, yes, we that's one best part is like when you want small works to be done,
Mm-hmm.
there are specific contractors for specific works. So
Mm-hmm.
it's very good that we actually start the Upwork. Once we do a course, complete that, try to take up smaller assignments in that. It's very much
Mm-hmm.
beneficial because it's focused, it's time
Mm-hmm.
limited, and
Mm-hmm.
you have a feedback from the users which you can use for further job search also.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than permanent job, in fact, if you see, Upwork is one of the best portals I have followed.
Mm-hmm.
And indeed, Glassdoor, we use it for the comparison and try to take up the profiles and
Mm-hmm.
third party entities.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
Indian websites Naukri is number one because that's what landed me in my job way back also. And Naukri.com is the best anyways. So that's the place to what you call take up the profile once you complete the course and put up those skills appropriately in the profile, etc.
Oh,
So I
got
think
it.
this is good actually. This I like LinkedIn mostly, I can say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So one thing is very clear, Mr. Pawan, that if my profile is not structured, if my profile is not well maintained, probably like it is 110% sure that if you will try to search me on LinkedIn, I will never come in your
Yeah.
view, right? In your whole research to find a person like me. If my profile is not well maintained with not correct keywords, let's suppose,
Mm.
guys, I want to tell you one thing. Let's suppose Mr. Pawan is writing data analyst. If that keyword is not mentioned in my description, in my experience, in my bio, my profile will not come on top and he will not find me. So it is also another skill to make your profile more structured, make your CV more structured. And trust me, CV is very much important. Don't take it lightly, because the better one page CV you will make, the with a lot of important keywords which is required in the market, you will easily get in contact with a person like Mr. Pawan, who is looking for the data analyst people and searching for some better young blood or experienced blood in the data analyst profession. So it's very much important, right? So that's how you search, Pawan, right? That's how you
Yeah.
search
Yeah.
and get the people.
We
And
make
there's
our
no.
LinkedIn profile, our profile of CV in such a
Mhm,
way that
mhm,
all the keywords are covered for this particular roles. i- across the industries depending on that. Yeah,
Exactly, exactly. So I'm attaching a link of Mr. Pawan. If you want to connect with, you can definitely connect. So it is very much important to make the things very structured. All right. So we have these services as well in our Coding Invaders. We will make your CV as well, and we will take multiple mock interviews as well. That if by any chance you're getting a call, you kill it for sure. All right. So we'll help you to get a job search. And the best part is we have our hiring partners available. Alumnis are working into top tier companies, good network, good chances, good probability, good placement for sure. All right. So now, as our guest speaker is running out of time for sure, but we are still left with Q&A session. So I will just take your 5 to 6 minutes, sir. All
yeah,
right.
sure.
And I'll take some questions. But before that, I want to tell all of you that we are still into this particular contest where one of you in this particular webinar will be winning this particular profession, this course that is data analyst profession. And this course, which offers job guarantee, you can win it for free. All right. So the link is into the chat section, guys. Prepare your questions, go and register on the link which is given in the chat section, and come back and I'll just start the Q&A session. All right, perfect. So I'm just going to check all the questions because the Q&A is now going to start, and I'll pick the best 5 6 question, and we will get a pretty much clarity from our guest speaker that what we need to do and how we need to make it successful. All right, so I have got a bunch of question now. Question number one from Vaishnavi. I have 5 years of career gap, sir. I just wanted to know about these opportunities. What she's trying to say is she has a 5 years of experience. Is there any opportunity? If yes, then can I apply for it? Like anywhere, come to you or anything. So, as a founder, do you really judge the people who are having a gap, but still they have skills and they want to come?
Definitely, we do not judge on the gap any day actually, because
Okay.
it's not unlike the trend earlier trend. The number of
Mm-hmm.
years is not just the metric to hire.
Mm-hmm.
It's more skills match.
Okay, okay, okay. Although, like, people are more scared that I have a gap,
Yes,
I maybe get rejected. But yes, everybody will ask me that why it is a gap. So I need to give a
yeah,
more justified and honest answer.
true, true.
Right. All right. Uh, I have 4 year experience in logistics sectors. This is a message from Nihar Ranjan. I have 4 year experience in logistics sector. Can I change to data analyst sector?
Definitely. There is a lot of requirement for data analysts in the sector. You can
Mm-hmm.
definitely use your logistic experience and whatever role you are into, because you would have done perform some activities. You can easily identify automation. You can easily identify the problems, which
Mm-hmm.
understand the problems which business asks, and definitely a value addition for data analyst.
Understood. Understood. Thank you for this answer. Another question from Shan was is I am a doctor of pharmacy graduate. Different unique profession. Okay, interesting. I'm a doctor of pharmacy graduate working as a duty doctor in local hospital. I learned SaaS base, but I couldn't make into MNCs. Can I get placed now into a corporate like this, which are offering this particular data analyst profession, if I will learn these particular skills from any courses?
Definitely, definitely, Shanwas. Like pharmacy, if you see the drug manufacturing companies or even the companies which are actually into the medication logistics or the transport, they do have a lot of requirements in domain, and there are
Mm-hmm.
also other MNCs who are into this.
Mm-hmm.
But as you said, the SAS might be restricting you currently to enter this field as a data analyst. But then, if you can make it more generic skills, learning the SQL and SQL you might be aware of, I don't know, but then Python and others also. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure like it should be a package of it, and rather than a tool specific, you should learn the skills of it as irrespective of the tool. That is more important. And you can definitely use your pharmacy exposure actually. That's way beneficial actually.
Understood. Understood. Thank you. Thank you for this answer. And another question from Akash Mehta is it's an interesting one. How much time it takes to a person to learn important tools who can earn 6 digit jobs?
When you say six digit, it's he's saying 100,000, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you 100,000 you can say.
It's
100.
possible actually. It's not that not possible, but only thing is, like, if let's say I know who is giving for a fresher for a six digit job. Mostly it could be you might have to be in a situation where your skills as a fresher don't match with anybody else. They don't find a profile like yours, which will
Mm-hmm.
be like, which will have the enhanced skill set of complete cloud technology along with the data.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Mm-hmm.
definitely, yeah, there is a possibility, but very I don't know for a fresher, how is it the market currently in India, if they're
Mm-hmm.
paying or not. It's for six digits, but in general it's not a easy task, I can say. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, all right. We have to get that particular skill set, and we have to prove
Yeah.
ourselves that worthy level. For sure, people will pay it,
But
right?
but few assignments are good actually to get into
Mm-hmm.
that level. That much I can say, because it's just
Mm-hmm.
couple of years of your effort initially as
Mm-hmm.
a fresher, or once you enter in the field, you have to learn that dynamics internally
Mm-hmm.
faster. The more time you spend on it, easier it is later. That's it, nothing more.
Understood. Understood. Thank you. Thank you so much. The last but not least, this is asking that is this profession has a facility to have a work from home every time.
It's work from anywhere. You are right. Actually, there is no profession today. I think even doctors, we are trying to make it work from home of late. I was
Mm-hmm.
trying to work with some doctors on augmented reality remote work.
Mm-hmm.
So data analysts is definitely, like, I do work with data analysts only offline. We don't meet also. So it's
Uh,
like it's complete offline activity. You can say work from home also.
yeah, we can spend time
They,
with the families.
yeah.
That's great. That's great. That's really interesting. And the last question is that I am from a commerce background. Uh, do I need to gain some experience in India to come to UK, or as a fresher also I can start making big in the UK?
Yeah, you can apply actually, but need to validate the skills you require. For example, I know people who have applied directly to
Mm-hmm.
MNCs in the UK through
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn, and they have come here with the sponsorship. That's not a challenge. But when you're a fresher, you
Mm-hmm.
need to acquire those skills and gain some experience before going ahead with international exposure, so that
Mm-hmm.
you get into the next level. And going to the lower level in the UK, it's not an easy task, because there are universities and there are freshers here who are joining also in parallel. But once you gain
Understood.
those skills, it's definitely easier task. It's not difficult these days. People are directly applying on LinkedIn and traveling actually. So
Got it. Got it.
that's
Got it.
easy now.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this all detailed answers, more practical answers. We have got pretty much clarity. I'm very much thankful that you gave your time to us. And I hope all the people have got their answers. All of them have got their satisfied answers for sure. And for sure, I'm so sorry for stretching this call for you. But thank you so much for joining over here. If anything you want to say at the end for all these beautiful people, we will definitely remember you with that particular message.
Yeah. So one important message I would like to convey is
Mm-hmm.
learning doesn't stop anytime. So you have to change, you have to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So this is right time actually. And data analyst is best to go for. So good
Perfect.
luck to everybody, and then see you soon in data profession, and join the community soon. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you
much, sir.
very
Thank you
much.
so
Thank you,
much.
Amit. Thank
Yeah.
you all. Bye.
Thank you. Yeah. So, all right, guys. So we have enjoyed this particular session with Mr. Pavan Madduru. It was it was full of information. It was full of logics. It was full of a lot of things, which I personally enjoyed. I hope you have also enjoyed. You have got all your you know queries solved. A person who is 13 plus year experience telling that he is willing, he can even hire a person who is having a year gap. He's just looking for a skills. He's not with his word we can clearly understand that the industry is looking for skilled people, and that's it. So please guys, stop that myths and the pre-assumptions that you have in your mind. Just come out from your comfort zone and start learning these skills and get the things done. All right, why we bring the experienced guest people over here? Why? So that you have your doubts clear. All right, so industry is looking for the skilled people. All right, so now let's move on. And let me remind all of you that yes, we are going to announce the winner. So let me remind all of you who haven't registered yet. I've just started this contest that before 40 minutes earlier, that whoever will register for this contest, after just 10 minutes, I'll be announcing the winner. All right. And one person will win this premium course of data analyst letter for free from Coding Invaders. All right. So I'll just take 2 minutes of time, and I'll just announce the winner. All right. I'm not going to take break for sure, because in webinar there's no break. Okay. So how we will help you to reach your career goals? The most important questions. As everybody who is from a non-IT background, everybody needs that hard code mentoring. That's why one-on-one personal mentorship is involved over here. Exclusive career packages involved over here. As you have observed that our guest speaker was saying that I use LinkedIn, I use Naukri.com, I use a different platform. So how he will get us? For that, we need to make our LinkedIn profile so strong. We have to make our Naukri profile so strong. It's not just like uploading a pictures. No, making your bio and descriptions in more realistic way. If you will update with a proper keyword, if you will update, definitely then you will able to come into a search result. Let me give you one example. If you search something that how to do this, or let's suppose if you are searching to buy one cup. All right, so white cup, if you will search on Google, so certain keywords will come on the top. So whoever salesperson or whoever the seller have mentioned that cup keyword, best cup keyword in his website, that result will come on top. Similarly, your profiles comes on the top if your profile have a structured bio, structured keywords. And when a recruiter will search a data analyst or an engineer or anything such like that, your profile will come on the top. All right, so for sure you can have that job search, and you will have 100% job guarantee. And it is very comfortable for all the people who are working professional. And in the evening you can just come, log in, and go to the tab and start learning and get interact with your mentors who are available 24/7. All right, so we have personal one-on-one mentorship. You can see the screenshot. People, candidates are enjoying and talking and getting a real industry ideas, discussing what is happening. If you are a hesitant, if you're a shy person, you can have a one-on-one call as well. That is unlimited. We offer. That's the best part about the Coding Invaders. Here are our mentors who will help you to solve your doubts and everything. Coming to the most important part, what exactly we offer. So I have just getting one question from the Kashyap, that from this session he didn't got any clarity about it. So Kashyap, you can throw me your question. I will answer you for sure, or you can DM me on LinkedIn. I can give you more clarity. All right. The most important thing is, if you will just check at the comment section, everybody got an information. Everybody is satisfied. So guys, you can just add some positivity over here. If you find this particular session useful, you can just comment down and tell the people that you have got the clarity. All right, so if you'll go to the particular courses, we have this particular things, 7 days a week mentors, one-on-one video calls, and a lot other things out there. And we have a live sessions as well to all the people who are enjoying this live sessions. So you will get this live session for sure. You will have a group webinar as well. Now the most important part is the study format. The study format is group project based and interactive webinar we have, right? So why we do group project? Because industry expert need somebody who is experienced, or if you're not experienced, then you should be having a projects and the case studies, so that you can make sense while you are talking. And how you can make sense while you are talking? If you have practiced certain projects and case studies. So practical based learning is very much important. So you will get this thing in this particular programs. You will have multiple exams so that you can hit that benchmark and reach that level where you can justify your worth in front of experienced person. Multiple group projects, multiple career webinars, so that you should get a reality check and lot more. So if I'll talk about a real on a practical way basis, you don't need to learn maximum tools. You just need to learn this Google Sheet, SQL, statistics, Power BI, Python, career development, and lot others. And then at the end, job placement. Now, job placement is not something which is a cakewalk for sure, but why we are so much confident? Because the need is very much, and skilled people are less. And if we will exactly teach you what is exactly is required and schedule a call for you, let me give you one example. If I will schedule 10 interviews for you, for sure you have that potential, you can crack at least one. But To crack at least one, you need to cover up all these tools. You have to go with multiple mock interviews, multiple exams, assessment, XYZ. So it's a hard work and it's a hard dedication of 6.5 months. And the only thing which is required is consistency, and you will win this game. All right. To all the people who are watching me right now, if for sure only one person will be winning it for free, but others have to pay. Now, here we will be getting an additional discount. So if you want to have a free counseling call, you can register a free counseling call, eat the head of the counselors, understand everything, that whether you are a right fit for it or not, how much you can get, how much time it will take, what project I will cover, is it true or something, or is it I have a doubt about XYZ thing, whatever the things you want to ask. If you have any issues, you can definitely do that. The pricing is 11,490. But to all the people who are just watching me right now, you can see the link is in the chat section. You can mention that you were watching webinar with Aamir, and you can tell that I can avail the 37% discount. So you will be eligible for this for that, because in this particular webinar, we are reducing the price for 37% to all the people who are just watching me. So we have that data who is watching me, and you can avail this particular benefit by mentioning this thing on your call. All right, now it's time to announce the winner. All right, so I'll just announce the winner. I know you guys are waiting for so long. All right, so I'll just announce the winner. Just a second. So I want to tell all of you who have joined right now. So I want to tell you that I have started one contest 50 minutes back, where I promised that to all the people who are watching me till the end, I will shortlist one of them to win this premium course for free. All right. What exactly unique is there in our premium course? It promises job guarantee. We provide a guaranteed job agreement in written, which no other platform provides. All right. So link is into the chat section. Go register, because in just 1 minute, I'm going to announce the winner now. All right. So I'm going to announce the winner now, guys. The link is into the chat section. I'll just check who have registered right now, and then accordingly I will share my screen and I'll showcase the winner. All right. Okay. Perfect. So if I can see the numbers are increasing, people are really very excited to win this particular game. So the last registration we have got from Lisan, Archita, Saha. Guys, come on! Like, I just don't want that anybody should miss it. Maybe you know what? In the last webinar, that people. Thank you, Harshit. Harshit is saying that, hey, Amir, according to your voice, you should be a RJ. Thank you for that. I will try. Okay. So in the last webinar, which I observed that, the people who were registering at the end were luckily winning the whole courses for free. So all the people who are just watching me and feeling lazy enough to enter their email and number, please go and register. You might win this particular contest, because I'll just take 1 minute more time. I will wait, and then I'll share my screen and I'll play with the data to showcase how important this data analyst profession is, and I'll announce the winner. All right. So, guys, I am refreshing my sheet. All right. I can see still the registrations are coming. Hurry up, guys. Hurry up. I'll just start my countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Perfect. Perfect. So I'm now going to announce the winner. I'm just going to share my screen now. Let me refresh my sheet again. So I'll just protect some data for all of you. So I'm going to share my screen, guys. All right. Okay. Now I hope you guys can see my screen. All right. So here's the screen. I'll just hide the email tab a little bit more so that nobody can take a screenshots of this particular data and misuse it. Okay. Because I can see a lot of people, what we say nowadays, cringe people are there. So I can see the numbers are still increasing. So Manjunath, you are the last one. I'll just give a few more seconds to all the people who have not registered. I'll refresh once again. Total, how many registrations we have got till now? So total 196 people are there. I'll just refresh. I'll remove some duplicate one, because sometimes what happen, people are entering twice, thrice in the same form, and it increases the number. So I'll just see. So total 196 people are there. All right. So I use this particular website, guys. This website is actually used to choose the random person. All right. So I'll just enter. I have to choose one winner. Okay. So I'll just enter 196. All right. I'll choose 196. Is there anyone else? Just hold on. One nine. No, Rohit More is the another last one. Hello, Rohit. Okay. I'll just update this one. 197. Anybody else? Now I'm going to just announce the winner. I'm done. I've given enough time, guys. Okay, 197. All right. Check the digit. 197. Perfect. So let's start, guys. Let's see who is the winner. Number 101 is the winner of this particular contest. So let's see who is 101. See, this guy came at the end. These two people. So who is the winner now? 101. Let's see. 101. 101. So 101 is the winner. So Amit Sharma. Hello, Amit. Your email ID is, I will not say the email ID. Amit Sharma, you are the winner of this particular contest. Amit76 somewhere. All right. So congratulations, Amit. You are the winner of this particular contest. You won this particular, the course, that too for free. So guys, to all the people, I just wanted to congratulate Amit that you have won this particular contest. And you will soon get a call from the academic counselor, and be active on your active numbers. All right, you'll get a call and you will be onboarded and you will be enrolled for this job guarantee batch. All right, so I will just show my slides right now, because I have some information left to share with you. So I'll just ask my team to upload my slides, and I'll just give you some more information who have not won yet. All right, so meanwhile, everybody can congratulate Amit, who is the winner of this particular contest. All right, so if you are here, just say hi. Just say hi to everybody. I think that Amit is not here right now. No worries in that. Now, so just to give you more practical and clear idea, if you want to join this particular data analyst profession, data analyst batch, which promises job guarantee, so just be very honest with you. I'll just not just say good things. I'll just being very honest with you. What exactly we do here, how exactly we provide the job guarantee agreement. So what is there in the agreement? That sort of a question comes in our mind. So we have that particular agreement which has certain clause that you have to complete this things on time. You have to study very properly. It's not that you just paid amount, took the agreement from us, and now you are just sitting without studying that I'll get placed. No, it's not like that. It's a real process. You have to follow certain rules and regulations, that you have to complete the assignments on time. You have to score at least 50 or 60%, whatever is there in the clause. You have to read it. If you're not getting that 50 60% in that particular test, you have to keep on giving that. You will not be out of that particular batch. You have to work hard till the time you cross that particular percent, then you will move forward ahead. So we will not leave you till the time you achieve that particular number. So certain clauses are there, and it is a very serious clauses, and if you will genuinely follow that, nobody will stop you to get placed. All right. So yes, to all the people who have not won yet, you still can grab this job guarantee badge for sure. The link is into the chat section. You can register and book a free counseling call. So the course price is 11,490, but the current price is 7,190, and 37% discount we are giving to all the people who are watching me right now. So while booking a counseling call, you can ask too many questions. All right, and you can tell that you have attended the webinar with Aamir, and you will get that particular discount. So we have EMI programs available as well. How exactly the EMI things work? So you don't have to give any sort of initial payment or any interest in that. There will be no fees in the charges. Okay, we will be paying interest for you. So you can take 12 months EMI, you can take 18 months EMI. So the more months of EMI you will try, the lower the amount will become. For sure, people are spending nowadays 2, 3, 4,000 just usually. So if you will spend this amount in your career for another 6.5 month, you will make more money for sure. Think twice what I'm saying, all right, rather than investing time on Instagram, all right, and not making something good out of it. It's better to invest 6.5 months somewhere where you can make something good out of it. All right. Now, the most important part is if you are having a lot of friends, if you have a good network and wanted to make the course price zero, then what you will do in that case? In that case, we have the referral programs where, let's suppose I'm getting the course in XYZ amount. Let's suppose the course price is something, and I just invited my friend, my referral code I've given. So I will also get 5,000 discount, and my friend will also get 5,000 discount. Now, the interesting part is if I will refer my 10 friends, 10 other friends. So all 10 people will get 5,000 discount each, and I'll get 50,000 discount. So if I have a huge network, if refer more people, I can make my course price zero as well. So the more you will share the knowledge, the more wise you will become. So there's no problem in that. Your network is your net worth for sure. So you can use this and make something good out of it. All right. Moving ahead, that's all from my side. I hope you have enjoyed this session. All right. If you have some feedback for me, you can please comment down, or if you want to connect with me separately, my link is there. My LinkedIn link is there. You can connect with me and let's chat if you won't have any queries about this data analyst profession. Meanwhile, if you have some feedback for me, if you have some feedback about this session, who you liked, you disliked, anything, feel free, comment down. I would be much happy. Meanwhile, I hope you have got this session fruitful. You've enjoyed this session. All right. Thank you so much for joining over here. We'll see you on the another webinar. Very good evening.